Is this you? Constantly taking antibiotics? Even at school? Do you often say,
"My stomach still hurts. I guess I'll just take another antibiotic"?
This looks like some bacterial resistance. Bacterial resistance is when bacteria can withstand the effects of antibodies or biocides that are intended to kill or control them. Bacteria can build up resistance due to mutations and natural selection. Some bacteria may have had a mutation in its genes and became antibiotic resistant. It would survive instead of the other non-antibiotic resistant ones due to natural selections. Now, the antibiotic resistant bacteria can spread its DNA by horizontal gene transfer, in which genetic information is moved between organisms such that the spread of antibiotic-resistant genes among bacteria is increased. Horizontal gene transfer has three different parts: transformation, conjugation, and transduction. Transformation is when bacteria takes up DNA from the environment, and in certain cases, that DNA can contain genes that encode for resistance to an antibiotic, meaning a previously susceptible bacterium can be transformed to now be resistant. Conjugation is when bacteria directly transfers genes to another cell, including genes encoding resistance to antibiotics. Transduction is when bacteriophages, aka bacterial viruses, move genes from one cell to another. When these bacteriophages infect bacteria, they sometimes bring along genes that they picked up, which can also encode for resistance to an antibiotic. These processes are what lead to bacterial resistance.
So how did this become such a large issue?
It's mainly due to industrial and medical overuse. A lot of antibiotics are put into animal food, even for animals that aren't sick, just so the livestock can stay healthy and grow up bigger and faster. However, antibiotic-resistant bacteria will survive and flourish in the animal's intestines and feces, so it can be spread to humans in the slaughterhouse or when farmers are cleaning up the feces. These bacteria then become a threat to us. In the hospital, many doctors prescribe antibiotics when they're not sure whether the illness is bacterial or viral, while others prescribe antibiotics for minor conditions that would easily get better on their own. Furthermore, oftentimes patients with non-bacterial illness like strep throat, although it's a bacterial infection, it's actually sometimes caused by virus, would just go to the pharmacy and ask for antibiotics, which the pharmacy would just give out. All these are examples of overprescription of antibiotics. Besides that, hospitals are lacking proper hygiene practices that prevent bacteria from spreading.
I see the problem. On top of this, the FDA in 2013 asked drug companies to stop selling antibiotics to farmers to promote animal growth by 2016. The issue is that there is a loophole where pharmaceutical companies are allowed to sell antibiotics for the prevention of disease prevention. The data the FDA collected, as well as from drug companies, was not ideal for this task. The government made an attempt to curb antibiotic drug usage, but it was not ideal. What governments need to do is to improve on bacterial recognition and prioritize certain drug usage instead of generalizing all bacteria on the same medication. Countries across the globe can share data in order to better understand the spread of bacterial disease and medications. Individually, we all can make better choices when it comes to our usage of antibiotic medicines. When we all get sick, it's important to understand if it's bacterial or viral before we start medications. We also need to not pressure doctors for antibiotic medications when they're hesitant. It may be better to let milder illnesses run their course without taking medications in order to prevent common illness from gaining resistances. When prescribed antibiotics, we shouldn't take them longer than the full time the doctor prescribes them.
Now you are smart boy.
But my stomach still hurts.
Bruh.
It was going so well. The pan was nice. The entire thing.
I got it. I'll do it again. Coffee.
Don't give her coffee. We've been doing this for like 10 minutes now. They have no artistic vision.
I got it. I gotta speak slower.
At all.
You need angles, Andy.
I have the angles. No. Okay. How about this? You just sit there like a UNICEF. Like, if there was a child right in front of you, what would you do?
So how did this become such a large issue?
Well, it's...
Wait, what was my leg?
How did this become such... that are intended to kill or control them. Bacteria can...
You keep laughing. Okay, please.
A smart boy.
Okay.